I straight put it down and I'm repping the brown. And fuck all the haters that's running them out. They ain't about shit, they just love talking loud. Cause they know I'm a hoodstar, they're chasing the cloud. I brush it away and I stick to my route. I'm moving on up and fuck all of the doubts. A hoodstar, a G, and I'm repping it proud. A hoodstar, a G, and I'm repping it proud. Straight for the raza, so bump it out loud. I straight put it down and I'm repping the brown. And fuck all the haters that's running them out. Cause they ain't about shit, they just love talking loud. They know I'm a hoodstar, they're chasing the cloud. I brush it away and I stick to my route. I'm moving on up and fuck all of the doubts. A hoodstar, a G, and I'm repping it proud. Straight for the raza, so let it bump loud.
You are now watching M.O.D. Entertainment.
What up, G-Life fam? Now this right here is the city of Bell Gardens, located on the south side of Los Angeles, was known as the south side portion of Los Angeles. Now the city of Bell Gardens is a treacherous city, gang infested. It goes down and it be cracking. Now this is the home to Troubles from the brownside. Troubles from the brownside, one of the members that hardly gets any recognition. The reason why I wanted to do this video, you know what I mean? Because he seems to be one of the names that's always gets left out when people talk about the brownside and when we speak about the brownside, which is, you know, a damn shame because he has so much talent, very gifted, definitely could rap, definitely has skills, you know what I mean? You know, his songs in the album The Takeover were some of the best ones. You know what I mean? That I could honestly say. Now, he is from the city of Bell Gardens. This is where he was raised, where he rolled and ran around with his homies and you know, kicking it up because he is a member of the Southside Brats gang. Bell Gardens, the Brats. Now, the Brats originated out of the city of Huntington Park, old school, large neighborhood out of the city of Huntington Park. But they also spread out to Bell Gardens and have been in Bell Gardens for, you know, for quite some time, since the 90s. You know what I mean? They, you know, have turf right there that they claim theirs in the city of Bell Gardens. Despite, you know, what people are going to want to say, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not true. You already know how the enemies get down. But I'm here not to, you know, bicker over all that nonsense. I'm just stating the facts, and those are the facts. I mean, they are there. I mean, people can say what they want, I mean, but you can't change the facts. Their neighborhood was located on Clara and Eastern, all the way to Garfield. So everything that's like in the middle of that is what's considered their neighborhood. So throughout Live Oak, throughout Fry Street, you know, throughout all of that, you know, it's what's known as the Brats territory, turf right there in Bell Gardens. And like I said, they're a large old school neighborhood. Right here in Bell Gardens, not as large as, you know, they are in HP. But Huntington Park and Bell Gardens don't stay that far from each other, so they could literally just go back up each other. So it's a larger neighborhood as a whole. You get what I'm saying? Because I was told that the Brats gang is roughly more than 300 members. So that's already a large, you know, amount of, you know, members. And like I said, homie, they're notorious. You definitely hear about them. You know, people could try to, you know, say what they want about the name, but they get it on and cracking, homie. Now, the TBZ is also known to go as the Traviesos. So not just the Brats, but también the Traviesos is one of the, you know, one of the ones that they use. And Troubles definitely gets down. Now, this is Troubles, not Travi, not to be confused with the one from the Treses Boys. You know, is a whole different one. You know what I mean? Now, Troubles met Toker while he was incarcerated. That's where he, you know, he met Toker and you know, started spitting some freestyles for him. Toker liked what he heard and you know, offered him a spot at on the brownside. That's how good this guy was. You know what I mean? For Toker just to on the spot tell him that, hey man, you know, like hop on board, you know, because he's seen the talent and potential in him. And if there's one thing that I have learned is that Toker definitely knew how to scout talent. You know what I mean? For that, Toker was a businessman. You know what I mean? He had a business mentality. You know, he knew who knew how to bring the good stuff, you know. who definitely had potential and talent, rhythm, and all of that. You know what I mean? So when he scouted Troubles, definitely nailed it right on the dot because the individual could spit. You know what I mean? The way he story tells and all of that in his raps. Now, Troubles, unfortunately, has been incarcerated. He's been in and out of jail. And he ended up getting life, which, is pretty messed up. Free the homie, that's está cabrón. But you can still record, while you're in there, and I think he needs more exposure, and that way people could, like trip out on his talents, and you know, like scope him out, go scope out his music, apoyar a homie that's in there. I'm pretty sure that he gets some kind of royalties or something like that, you know what I mean? Or maybe spark up something for him to keep moving forward with his career and try to make the best out of the scenario, because the scenario is a damn shame. You know what I mean? Because he definitely had a lot of talent. Now, Troubles has came out in the album Wicked, one of a million, one out of many, I mean. He came out in that album. He came out in the Takeover, which was one of the, in my opinion, one of the Brownside's best albums, the Takeover. And then he also was in the album Brownside 13 Razones. He was also in that album. And he was also featured in a few Charlie Rose songs as well. So he has other projects outside of these Brownside albums. But with the Brownside, he only managed to record just those two albums, which is the Takeover and 13 Razones. He has a few tracks on that, you know what I mean? And like I said, the individual definitely has talent, kept the G, you know what I mean? And he could flow. I'll give you guys an example right now when I react to it. But this individual definitely has a lot of talent and could definitely spit it and, definitely putting it on the map right there for theirs. But that's what's up with Troubles, representing the Brown side, representing the city of Bell Gardens, and representing the Bratz gang right there and holding it down, you know what I mean? So go peep out his music, check him out on the albums 13 Razones and the Takeover, and and that's what's up with Troubles out the Brown side right there. All right, and here we have Troubles from the Brown side. That way people can get an idea of like how he raps, his type of style and all of that, you know what I mean, and what he could do on a track, because he's the way of him rapping, he has the voice for it, and he knows how to use it. He's one of those guys that knows how to use the voice, you know what I mean, and he keeps it G. This is for anybody that likes like the real Chicano, like gutter shit. I'll let him tell the story. It's featuring Wicked right here.
They say, you know how this shit goes. Fuck that, you little bad motherfuckers. This how they go down. Little homies know that on the streets there's no stopping. It's just pistol popping.
And that's Wicked on the hook right there.
Running wild like a nut, homeboy just throwing it up. This for my homeboys in the bottle where she acting a fool. Running wild on these guys, clutching close to they tune. Dipping G-Ride, throwing gangsters quick to dump on a foe. And if I catch them having feelings off these hood rat hoes, they strictly keeping it G. Eluding capture from the sheriffs and the BGPD. Cause they as crooked as they ramparts, ain't no justice or peace. They just a bunch of adolescents on the verge of decease. And screaming bang till I die. Catch them gathered in the vital, getting twisted and high. Plotting havoc on these rivals when they slipping, we ride.
He brings the street type of flow.
Homie when they crept from the side and just decided to trip. Pulled out his sweat and emptied every fucking round in the clip. Cause he was taught by older homies, you best to handle your shit and put it down when you ride. Now he's all up in the system yelling Big South Side, cause he's a gangster for real. My little homies
he spits the legit stuff, like
no stopping.
He brings the good stuff.
Popping. That's why we roll. Running wild like a nut, homeboy just throwing it up. My little homies know.
I'm telling you, man, he spits. When he brings it, I'm telling you, his voice is like unique, to recognize it when he brings it. He spits legit.
In my crazy life, I smoke weed to get.
And obviously that's Wicked from Brownside.
Ride by on beach cruising bikes. These locals were out for stripes, sporting them black and white nights. Mi gente carga cuete, that's right. Yes, some dumb motherfuckers neglect the fact that those who slip end up wet.
As a matter of fact, the Takeover, in my opinion, is one of their best albums, if not the best album.
That's how the standard for the hood's respect has been set. Bet your ass will be put on check if you forget. Wicked tries to open your eyes, but sometimes the foolish pride you carry buries you in lies. So Wicked writes to use the mic To drop reality, I see before I die. These little homies let you know, don't slow your roll, cause they're back in some shit that's sick. It gets out of control. Please know that on the streets there's no stopping. It's just pistol popping.
He's bringing the bars right there.
We roll. Running wild like a nut, homeboy, just throwing it up. My little homies
I'm telling you,
that on the streets
tracks
there's
are
no
bad.
stopping. It's just pistol
They bring the
popping.
gangster, like the gangster essence to
Running
it.
wild like a nut,
It reminds you of what
just
Chicano rap is
throwing it
supposed to
up.
be, you know what I mean?
Love the block, they glitch the D.I.E. Little fucking ass mocosos always keeping it G and gonna ride to the end. Looking up to older figures, touching down from the pen. With
See
hopes
what
of
I mean?
touching the bay, cause that's the way this vida goes in the land where we stay. Where the shit be getting scandalous, homie, watch what you say. Cause you get got on the spot. Shit even who I see my district even scared to get shot. Little homies do dirt. 24/7, homie, putting in work. Cause that's the way that it go. Little fucking ass mocoso with that cold ass throw. And swear to God he can't stop. Little motherfucker, homie, watch the cuetes go pop. Countless putos he drop. Don't trip on setting up shop. Cause his anger just grow. And at times it's overwhelming, so he stay ready to roll. Cause he knows this fucking vida is the life that he chose.
That's what I always say too, that it's the life you chose.
On the streets, there's no stopping. It's just pistol
Alright, they're gonna hook it out. Now, see, he has the voice for it, you know what I mean? He has the rhymes, he story tells, he keeps up with the beat. You know, most important, he's the way he story tells, and he keeps the story together. Not like other rappers that are just saying a bunch of rhyming words and their flows are just everywhere. He stays consistent to what he's talking about. Like I said, it's the type of Chicano rap that, you know, that talks about the streets. You know, it's the old school type of Chicano rap, you know, like the old school flavor to it. So yeah, it's like that gangster. So for those who like that gangster type of Chicano rap, this is the kind of Chicano rap you're gonna get out of his albums. I'm telling you, go peep out his tracks. I'm pretty sure he gets some kind of royalties and stuff like that. You know, and I know he was supposed to have an album that was supposed to come out. I don't know what happened to that. You know what I mean? But check out his music right here. You know, peep him out. You know, that's Troubles from Brownside. You know what I mean? Definitely has talent. Putting it down right there for the south side of Los Angeles, for Bell Gardens, and holding it down. You know, so free the homie right there, man. It's fucked up. You know that. You know what happened, you know what I mean? Doing knife, that shit ain't no joke, you know what I mean? But he's a real one, homie, you know, like, está cabrón. So free him, check out his music, M. Shadow, we out.